Yahoo! Welcome, my beautiful brothers and sisters, to the Aquarian Adepts, my platform, our platform, to become your spiritual server. And welcome, Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, and Taurus Rising, or for anybody who just wants to hang out with the Taurean Tribe, the kings and queens of the zodiac. Anyways, welcome to your Scorpio transit video. So in this video, I'm just going to be drawing cards for the sign of Taurus. So whether you have your sun, your moon, or your rising here, or if you're watching for like your Venus or Mars or whatever, if you're cross watching, this is going to be for you. And for every letter in the word Scorpio, which is a spell because words are spells, but for every letter I chose a particular theme and it's going to correlate with a particular card. I'm drawing from my sacred or my Divine Travelers Oracle card deck. I don't know if I have like the box, but my Divine Travelers Oracle card deck, and I also have my Gilded Tarot deck as well. So there's going to be it's a 9-card spread. There's going to be one card that bridges all signs together. And then I have another oracle card for each particular sign, and then we have the 7. So I'll go ahead and flash up here what you can expect. So for the first card for S, this is representing your spirit and or your soul, so your sun and your moon. A message from spirit and your soul. The C is going to represent what has come to pass, so what is dying, what is needing to be transformed. The O is going to represent the opportunity that has risen from those ashes, what is possible. The R is going to represent the rain, so the little more heavy emotional times, the challenges, the storms that may come, the dark nights. The P is going to represent the power, so it's your resolve to make it through those dark nights, your resolve to dance in those dark nights and to transform and transmute them. The I is going to represent inspiration, so the insight that you receive from this transit of the sun being in Scorpio. And the O is going to represent the outcome or the result of the Scorpio transit. So, Taurus, let's go ahead and dive right into it. So the card that I actually drew for everybody we have is Ascending the Mountain, which reads, keep going forward. So that's part of my whole motto, right? Keep moving forward. And this really is going to be a moment where we really are going to be moving forward every single day. Now, some days we're going to feel the power, we're going to feel the juju, we're going to feel the juice and just blow forward and power forward. There are going to be other days where we feel like we're getting dragged by the universe a bit, honestly. It may be a little uncomfortable, but honestly a great opportunity that if we allow ourselves to just kind of go with the flow and not get washed away, but also just kind of allow ourselves to transmute, allow ourselves to transform, we will find that every single day of this transit, we are taking a step forward and we are ascending this mountain and going towards the pinnacle, the zenith of this incredible, uncomplicated, joyous life that we are wanting to create. Now for the first card, for the card of the spirit and the soul, Taurus, we have the card of the 4 of Cups. So this is kind of interesting. I did Scorpio's first, and I'm doing yours next. So I kind of felt like this kind of picks up a little bit where Scorpio's left off. We know we do have a full moon in your sign coming up this week. I'm going to be going live for that, so watch out for that. It's going to be on Wednesday. But the 4 of Cups is going to be like, you're going to be offered definitely something from Spirit at the beginning of this transit, and you may feel a little disillusioned by it. You may feel like in a bit of a dream state about it, and it definitely probably has something to do with your relationships. Definitely your closest one-on-one relationships, but also the relationship that you have with yourself and the relationship that you have with Spirit and Source. So you're going to be definitely be offered something, but you're kind of be a little bit of in a daze about it, so to speak. What's going to come to pass? Interesting enough, we have the High Priestess. So this is really a reconfiguration of your psychological nature, your psychology. This is going to be a reconfiguration of really you opening up a new door to Spirit. The High Priestess is this being and this energy that kind of sits between this world and the spirit world. It's sort of like this bridge. So what's going to come to pass is that, Tauruses, some of you may find yourself burning particular bridges this month. Some of you may find yourself building bridges. Some of you may find yourself fortifying bridges. But what's coming to pass, or what's being transformed right now, is the way that you connect to Source and connect with yourself, and the way that you tap in with your intuition and your spiritual and psychic gifts. It's going through a deep transformation this month. For the opportunity, we got the same card that Scorpio got. We got the Ten of Pentacles. Now, Scorpio had it reversed. So naturally, Scorpios are having to go through a deep lesson when it comes to abundance and prosperity, especially, of course, with Jupiter moving into their second house, Sagittarius. But for you, of course, it's going to be the 8th house. So it's going to be your journey in and of itself is going to be a transformation. But what's going to be presenting itself as an opportunity, like similar to Scorpio, is this true sense of abundance, this true sense of opulence and prosperity, and really feeling like you can manifest anything that your heart desires, Taurus. It's an incredible opportunity, and it's just really going to kind of like show itself. That's pretty much what's being presented right here. But you see how this works, right? How I said the High Priestess is kind of like a doorway between the realms. So on one side, you're going to be kind of sitting right here under the tree, being offered the cup, the wisdom, the fountain of youth. You're going to be contemplating it. And on the other side is all this abundance and prosperity and what you can possibly manifest. But do you believe that you are connected? Do you believe in your intuition? Do you trust your gut? It's going to be a really big question for the Tauruses this month. For the rain, we have the Three of Swords in reverse, the Dark Knight. So the challenge this month really for Taurus is that relationships are going to go through a bit of a struggle, and it's just some relationships may end. Some of you Tauruses may actually still be mourning a relationship that's already come to pass, and maybe this is actually the final chance or allowance for you to kind of let go of it. So some of you after this may definitely manifest a new love. Perhaps you have been single for a while and you're wanting to kind of put yourself out there, but you're kind of getting over your last relationship, and maybe this is actually the moment where you finally begin to break free, because it is reversed. So it's like, I felt like whatever this heartbreak is, it's already come to pass, but you may just be ruminating on it a little bit more. You may get certain signals. You may even talk to this individual. This doesn't have to necessarily be an individual. It can be an experience. It can be something that you want to go for. So like, say if you want a new job, or maybe you got a new job and it might not have panned out the way that you wanted to, or perhaps maybe say you got like a new job like 6 months ago and it hasn't really panned out the way that you wanted to, but before you were really super excited about it and it's just not really working. You may be presented with an opportunity this month to take another step and to change again, and you may have to deal with like, well, you may be feeling comfortable where you are, but even if it's not panning out, do you have the courage and the ability to move forward anyway? Do you have the courage and the ability to move past that heartbreak and to actually let that wound heal? We'll have to see. For the power that you're going to be feeling, we have the Magician. Oh man, you're going to be playing with the elements this month, and it's cool because I can already see your other oracle card here that's for you specifically, and you are going to be playing with the elements. You're going to be the Magician. You're just going to be just manifesting, but you really do have to believe in yourself. Tauruses, y'all should play with the elements this month. Like, envision yourself playing with the elements. Like, and I have a sacred place within me where I go and I actually work with the elements. I actually work with the elements of fire, water, air, and earth. I actually work on manifesting fire and manifesting water and like bringing it together, and it's really cool stuff, But you really are going to be feeling the power. Right? You really can do anything that you set your heart to. I think especially after that full moon and then with the new moon that's going to be opposing your sign, there's really going to be this new cycle and this new opportunity for incredible growth and expansion. And I don't know why I'm clapping as if clapping is going to get across my point clearer or better, but maybe I'm doing this for a fucking reason. Anyways, whatever. You're going to be feeling super powerful, super magical, inspirations and insights. We have the Two of Wands. So really, you can take any path that you want, but this is really about a deeper focus that's coming from your spirit, from your soul, from your intuition. You're going to really know what path to take, and you're really going to be inspired to move forward towards this month into whatever it is that you desire, into whatever it is that you're wanting to manifest, whatever it is that you're wanting to bring forward. You are definitely having to overcome heartbreaks and tribulations that have happened in your past. You definitely are having to overcome heartaches, headaches that you have suffered from. And it's definitely going to be a very deep and psychological transformational time for you, Taurus. But after you go through that and you just work with yourself and you just allow yourself to find peace and calm in those moments in the storm, when you are in the storm, that's the second time I've knocked him over. He's pretty easy to knock over, mind you. He's a little top heavy, but you know. And of course I have Bandit here. I haven't even mentioned Bandit, but yeah, this is the ghost Pokemon Bandit. He's kind of like a puppet and stuff like that. I think sometimes we do feel like a puppet. Sometimes we feel like we have free will, and sometimes we feel like we are being controlled and guided. And I think it's like, you know, I think, of course, I do believe that we have free will, but I do believe that we are being guided. And sometimes I do feel like we are being dragged a bit because we are stubborn. And Taurus, you are arguably, next to Scorpio, the most stubborn sign of the zodiac. So there might be times where the universe is trying to push you and coast you to do certain things, and you may be like, I just want to lay in the field, man. I just want to lay in the field and just bask in the sun and eat flowers. I don't want to move from this spot. I just want to eat good food. Don't make me do adult stuff. I think your brain fog is going to clear up this month, Taurus, and you really are going to begin to kind of come out of your daze. The outcome of this, we have the Page of Swords in reverse. So the outcome of this is you will be definitely attracting an air sign into your life, either a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. I'm feeling more Gemini, honestly. But this is also talking about this initiation energy. So some of you may be initiating a new voice. Perhaps you initiate a project where you are speaking your platform or what you believe in, your truths, in a different way. Some of you may be starting a new YouTube channel. Some of you may be like starting a blog or start some writing. Some of you may start to bring out this communication more. But since it's in reverse, you've been pondering on this for a while. But I think the outcome is that you really aren't going to hold back anymore. And now it's going to be your time to kind of initiate and put your voice out there, put your truth out there, and really show what you have to offer, because you have incredible manifestation powers and abilities, Taurus. Like a lot of the signs really can't touch that. Not only that, but your defensive power is so fucking high. It's like people will be throwing attacks and like flame balls or whatever like that. Even though you're Earth, people can throw fireballs at you and you can just take hits. You can just take hits. You really can, but I think you're probably tired of taking hits, even though your defensive power is so high. But it's really time for you to start acting, really start moving forward. So I think the outcome of this is some of you definitely may be finding your voice, or you may maybe be finding an aspect of your voice that you never tapped into before. And like I said, an air sign probably will help you kind of like be like a catalyst to this. Maybe not, of course, be that for you, but be the catalyst for you discovering it within yourself. And like I said, I'm feeling Gemini. I'm really feeling Gemini energy. So be on the lookout for that, of course. And for your overall oracle card for you, we also have the card of Embracing Enthusiasm, which reads, Shout to the heavens with happiness. You want to know why? You see those butterflies right there? There's a green one, a yellow one, a blue one, and like this orangish red one, right? And I kind of like to see that as the elements, where that bottom one is fire, the blue one is water, the yellow one is actually air, because I'm thinking of electricity, but I'm thinking air, which electricity is kind of related to fire, but anyways. And then the top one is green. So you really are going to be the magician, playing with all the elements and actually working with them. You are going to be the avatar this month when the sun is going to be opposing your sign. So it's going to be a time for you where all of your relationships are going to transform and go through this deep death and rebirth period and rise like the Venus from the ashes. And by the end of this transit, things are going to look very different, Taurus. Like, you're going to be really surprised. Like, even if things may seem the same, but you already know on a deeper level that things are definitely different. Things are definitely different. But if you embrace enthusiasm for the day, embrace enthusiasm for the moment, and really just embrace what's being given to you, embrace what the universe and God and Goddess is handing to you this month, because you are really going to be feeling that prosperity and that abundance, and you will overcome. You know, we all have heartaches, we all have shadows, we all have these areas within ourselves that hurt, that aren't necessarily the most comfortable. But from what I can see, especially with this reading, is that it's come to pass and it's moving on. It's time for you to take the next step in your life and really move towards this place where you aren't afraid to show who you are. The mental fog and all that's going to clear up, which is going to help everybody because we all have Taurus energy. But it's good that the fog is going to kind of begin to clear up for the Taurian energy. Also, to, of course, consider that Uranus is in your sign, but it will, I'm pretty sure by the end of this transit, it will be in Aries at that point, which will be the 12th house. There's definitely going to be a lot of karmic stuff that's happening too, but also it's going to be like a bit of an adjustment bureau, I like to think. Anytime I'm thinking like 12th house stuff, I think of like adjustment bureau stuff. I like spiritual intervention, but also like this deep spiritual cleanse and also service. So this is going to be a moment, like I said, Taurus, where you are finding your voice. You're being offered incredible, beautiful opportunities to really, you know, have that dream job, have the money, just really actually feel connected to, but also at the same time wanting to provide others with that same sense of happiness that you feel. And whether you just kind of create the platform for people to experience it, or just kind of be like that figure. Scorpios and Taurus' readings are very similar, especially because the Ten of Pentacles appears in the opportunity spot. So it lets me know that the entire collective is going to go through this, is going to be presented with this opportunity, especially, like I said, along the Scorpio-Taurus axis, which is a very powerful axis. It lets me know that the entire collective is going to have a great opportunity that's really infinite. There's no way that you could really miss this. You might jump on the train a little bit late, but honestly, it's like, and this is just a hint. Yeah, sometimes we may regret things. Sometimes we feel like we get on too late. Sometimes we feel like we can't teach an old dog new tricks, but we absolutely can. Better late than never. Like, really. Like, it's, yes, you want to, sometimes, like, we may wait too long. Sometimes we may act on impulse and we act too fast, but this is really, like, you have the now, you have the present, so take advantage of it. Take advantage of the fact that you're here, that you can smile, that you can laugh and have fun and even cry and frustrate sometimes, but rise from that and really affect change in a great way. That is it for your reading, Taurus. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, beloved, you can follow the link in the description below too. TheAquarianAdepts.com. And always remember, my beautiful brothers and sisters, to keep moving forward, to stay focused, and Yahoo! Smile often.